Hey everyone, before I start off the episode, I wanted to talk a little bit about some things. Don't mind me, I'm kind of like freestyling this. It's just like a thought I had in my head today. Anyway, what I'm just practically trying to say here is that don't ever give up on your collecting. Sure, money and stuff gets in the way. Well, not gets in the way, but money's definitely, something that you need in order to, buy stuff. It's kind of sounds stupid, but whatever. What I mean is, like, don't let people or things get in the way of what you want to do. This goes for anything, but for me, I'm speaking about collecting specifically because when I was little, I collected all kinds of stuff. My Ninja Turtles, my Power Rangers, Z-Bots. I just found my Z-Bots. I love those things. My Pokemon, I have a big thing of Pokemon stuff. All my cards and all that. And I let people try to make me grow up faster. And that is something that I definitely regret allowing to happen. So, pretty much growing up and to now, I've had to buy everything myself, including, my phone bill, all my own clothes. I've never once had my parents bring me home clothes. And I do have good parents. I'm not trying to complain about them or anything. I'm just saying, like, when it comes to me wanting something, they always kind of showed me, you go get what you want, and it's good and bad, I guess, in some terms. And my mom has always been really supportive. She understands a little bit more than my dad does of what I like to do. When my dad finds out that if I have too many of the same figure or whatever, if I want to sell them, I can make money. He's like, oh yeah, he's all for it. But anyway, back on track. Up to the point to where I was about 12, 13, I let people influence me. And I got into skateboarding, which was good because I became a pretty good skateboarder at the time. But everybody was so judgmental, the people I went to school with, some of the people that I hung out with. I've always liked my action figures. I've always have. And I let people judge me. So I took one collection for something else. So I started collecting skateboarding stuff. And, I don't regret doing that at all. It's just that I wish I would have still collected my action figures. Because from 13 to about 21, I didn't collect any action figures because I had, the girlfriends. I had a couple other different friends in high school. Music was my thing. Going to concerts and stuff, and I went to concerts almost or shows, we like to call them, every Friday, Saturday, 2-3 times a week. And if I was dating a girl, I was buying her ticket. Why? I don't know. But anyway, I got back into collecting, and here and there I bought little things. And one thing that kind of makes me, really happy that I did was I bought this Hulkbuster Iron Man, and I bought this when I was 18 or 19, the first time I ever went down to Florida with my girlfriend. Her dad was a cop, which was not a bad thing at all. He was a cool guy. And he loved Captain America. He had every single Captain America comic, all the Captain America statues, all the Marvel Legends Captain Americas, everything that had to do with Captain America, he had it. Like, he had the shield from the first movie. This dude was diehard, and he tried to inspire me to never let go of your childhood or what makes you happy, because he wasn't changing for anybody, and he was still a tough guy. Like, He was still, you know, able to be a hero, which he always wanted to be, which was a cop. And he, you know, the stories he's told me, I have a lot of respect for him. But anyway, I got him in Orlando, Universal Studios Orlando, for $13.95, whatever, plus the tax that it was. But now this guy goes for over $100 in box, and he's mint. I still have him. I got him in the Marvel Island or whatever, I forget what it's called. But what I'm trying to say is, then I didn't care much for Marvel Legends. I mean, I did, but I probably just didn't want to get into it. And all my nephews collected them and stuff. I wish I would have got their figures. They threw them all away. Can you imagine? I mean, I remember them having like every single one of them, probably even Deadpool, and probably threw them all away. Their mom was nuts. So, anywho, don't ever let anyone tell you that you're a dork, or you're not cool, or you're a little kid, or you're a baby. This goes out for mostly the young kids that are getting into this again. And just don't stop doing what makes you happy. You know, don't overdo it. Don't spend all of your money on it. But be smart about it, and try to make something of it, because you know what? If I really wanted to, I can get rid of all these figures and probably make twice to 3 times the amount that I spent on them. So, being the way that I was, I grew up a little bit more tougher. Like, you know, I'm not gonna let anybody tell me. I mean, I'm not saying I'm a tough guy. I'm not, you know, I probably don't appear to be, but what I just want to let everyone know that follow what you want to do. You know, I still have money to live and do my everyday things and everything, and I'm a collector. I love my figures. Don't be afraid to open your figures. Don't be afraid to sit there and make little, you know, voices or whatever. You know, you're playing with your Thor or whatever. Who cares? Who are you hurting? As long as you're not, like, legally insane and think that this thing's alive or whatever, you know, it's society tells you to grow up because they expect more from you. They want you to be different. People want you the way that they want you, because that's what they want. But it's all about you, because it's what you want. You know, I do what I want, and I'm going to. And I'm not hurting nobody. I'm not hurting myself. You know, if I was bankrupt or whatever, if I didn't have any money, if I wasn't able to go to school, it'd be totally different. So, sorry for this long rambling, but I just want to let you guys know that this is what I think. And if you want, you can put a video response to this video, and you know, let me know what you guys think, your views, your outlooks. So, I guess got nothing more to say right now, but so here we go, episode 14 starting now. Alright guys, so here is my epic haul today. I believe I lucked out fairly well, maybe a little bit more than fairly. I got the whole first wave of Marvel Legends. Both Ghost Riders, both Steve Rogers, and both Iron Men, whatever. And I couldn't pass this up. It's the Transformers Prime Soundwave. I know that only one of those per box, or there's only one of them per box in the shipment. There's a couple other cool figures in there. Of course, there's always going to be a Bumblebee, but Cliff Jumper and Wheeljack. I wanted to get both Cliff Jumper and Wheeljack, but money, you know. I mean, look what I got. Spent way too much. And all I had to assist me was a $25 gift card. It's better than nothing, but, you know, whatever. I don't know, I'm really pumped to have this. This is my first time ever getting a whole wave at retail. I always had to buy it from other people, and this will be my first time putting together my own Build-A-Figure, which is pretty cool. I've always bought, you know, my other Build-A-Figures over there from other people, so this is really cool. I can't wait to open them up. So I'm going to take it on video. Here we go. Alright, here we go. I'm going to start with Thor.
This song goes out to all my friends, to all the summer nights I thought would never end. Black cars to all our favorite shows. Where did those good times go? Bonfires every other night, staying up till the sunlight. Not a care in the world, just having fun. Everything just felt so right. Not a care in the world, we're just having fun. I miss the days when things were easier, hanging out with friends. It felt like those times would never end. I miss the days when things were easier, hanging out with friends. It felt like those times would never end. The years seem to pass us by. Can't believe how much the time did fly. Never thought this day would come. You're the only one not by my side. Remember those good old days when hanging out was just okay. Looking back on all those fucking times, I realized that you would never stay. When you were leaving, did you even think to look back? You can't forget us, but we won't forget those memories. I miss the days when things were easier, hanging out with friends. It felt like those times would never end. I miss the days when things were easier, hanging out with friends. It felt like those times would never end. Felt like those times would never end. They'll never end, they'll never. Where have you gone? Where have you been? You left me here with empty hands. Where have you gone? Where have you been? You left me here with empty hands. Where have you gone? Where have you been? You left me here with empty hands. I miss the days when things were easier, hanging out with friends. It felt like those times would never end. I miss the days when things were easier, hanging out with friends. It felt like those times would never end. Whoa,
So I finally got all of them open. I'm really loving them so far, but this is the part I really wanted to do. Get to build my first Build-A-Figure ever on camera. This is more for myself, so if you guys want to skip it, whatever. But I'm going to do this right now, so let's start with the torso and pop the head on. And then the arms. Oh, that was easy. And then I believe I should connect this first. I'm really liking the way this goes together. Clicks in like really, really nice. The legs seem to be a little bit different. Alright, I'm gonna say that that's in there. I'm gonna guess. And now for the axe. Alright, so this guy's all together. He's really, really cool looking too. Came out really well. Paint, sculpting, silver eyes and everything. It looks really cool. His hand over here is rubbery, so it makes it easier for the axe, for you to grip the axe. And his articulation's great. He's got the, wow, I don't even know how they did this. I'm gonna guess there's a peg somewhere in here that allows him to like get this crazy ankle pivot going on. See, I wish they would do this with all their figures. I'm gonna get a little bit closer for this. You can see like that would be the ankle normal. And then it has this like crazy pivot. Get him in the really low poses. And for having just a regular ball joint, he's got some pretty good movement on his head here. Really, really cool figure. Not gonna get rid of him. I know a lot of people don't really care to have them. They've been selling theirs on eBay and stuff like that, but I'm gonna keep them. Really pumped. Alright, so here they are, the whole first wave of the return of Marvel Legends. Wave 1. Overall thoughts, I really, really, really like it. I love this wave. The best characters out of it are, I don't even know, man. It's just, I pretty much like every single character. I know that most people aren't a fan of the claw figure, but it's still good to have them as a figure. I would have preferred a modern one, considering most of these figures are of a modern style of the character. I think all of them are. up to date, recent. Maybe Constrictor is a little bit outdated, but and maybe a little bit of Terrax, but he looks pretty cool. But yeah, I would have thought it would have been cool to keep it all modern, but I understand them throwing in something real retro like Claw. You know, he's been around forever, fought almost all these characters here. So, for the ones in the back, the variant Ghost Rider and Extremis and that Steve Rogers, I think I'm gonna keep them in the box. Although I really like this Steve Rogers just because his belts are the browns on him are darker browns. The only thing different between him and him though is that, and the shield is a phasing shield here, and then back there is the classic Captain America shield. So I don't know, I might open them eventually, but as of now I'm keeping this one open just because of the phasing shield. But like, Hasbro's definitely stepped their game up from what they used to do with sculpting, articulation, quality of the plastic. I don't think I've heard one person say that yet who has found this wave, but the quality of the plastic is so much better. I don't know how to explain it. It just feels like a real toy now. I don't feel like I'm gonna snap it in half, or it's gonna melt under a light. I don't know. I'm sure other people know what I'm saying though. If I have a few gripes though about these figures, I guess I'll pick them out individually. For Thor, I wish his head would be like more articulated, like up and down. But the one thing that really bothers me is the painted, I don't know what you call them, but the button things down there. I wish they would have sculpted them. But I guess I understand that they didn't, because the fabric material is soft down there. It's a soft plastic. So that's one thing. Hope, I wish her legs would have been a little bit better, and her trigger fingers don't fit the gun right. I don't know if anybody else has that problem. For Claw, his claw or whatever is warped, and he's a little bit too skinny. Terrax, I don't know. I don't really have anything for him right now. Steve Rogers, the obvious, his head is too big. It's just his head. He's got a huge dome on his head. Ghost Rider, this one in particular, his waist or his ab crunch is really, really loose. Other than that, he's a pretty cool figure. I wish he would have had articulation at the upper arm here because of the gauntlet. It would have made it a lot better, but it doesn't turn. But other than that, that's okay. The Extremis Iron Man, I wish he would have been more bigger, just to fit in with the rest of the guys. But it's not that bad. It actually looks pretty good, next to everyone. And a little bit, I wish he was a little bit articulated in the ankles and feet and stuff, just because of the standing. But his head and his ab crunch are perfect for flight, and I do wish he did come with the interchangeable hands, but a lot of people have been saying that. Constrictor, probably one of my favorites of this. I do have him in Marvel Universe, and he looks, pretty much like him. I wish that the paints matched, the oranges or yellows or whatever they are. And another thing, I wish the tentacles, whatever, were bendy. You could bend them, but they don't stay. I wish there was like a wire in them or something. That would have been really cool. But overall, I really, really like them. The paint, Ghost Rider's face is just insane looking. It just looks really good, though. The wash that they did, and they gave washes throughout some of the figures, which is cool to see, you know, because it's like a Toy Biz thing. Reminds me of Toy Biz. And the paint on the Extremis Iron Man is really nice too. But the choice in variants for this wave, I'm like half and half with. I do like the fact that they gave you a red Ghost Rider, and I do like the fact that they gave you a little bit of an alternative Steve Rogers. I wish they would have made him like a little more Captain America-y, or like gave him like a different facial expression or something like that. But overall, it's not that bad, you know. But the blue Extremis, some people are saying there's no such thing. Some people are saying there is. Whatever. The paint doesn't matter to me. I wish it would have came with a Tony Stark head, though. That would have been really cool to have another Tony Stark head. But I did get to play with this Steve Rogers when he was just a prototype at New York Comic Con. If you guys seen the video, I might have a clip of it in here if I can find it. But I can't stop talking about these guys. I'm going to wind up running this out way too long. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. It's Monday morning. I'm heading down to school. It's a nice day on the turnpike. And we got some Newfound Glory bumping on the ghetto iPod connection. And right there is the packages in that bag that I have for the Marvel walkies. Jake, I'm sorry I don't know how to say your last name, dude. And Dalen Mayo from the action figure trading community. And yeah, I'm going to school, and then right after that, on my break, I'm going to be heading over to the post office. So I just want you guys to know that it's official. It's going through. I take the envelopes out and get them, but I don't think you guys want your addresses to be shown on YouTube, and I'm not that crafty with YouTube, so I can't really block them out. So, all right, we'll see you guys later. 2 packages. Yeah, so today I got some things in the mail. The first one right here is from Jake Baumgart, I'm gonna guess, man. I don't know how to say your name. We made a trade on the action figure trading community, and I sent him my select Gambit, and then you guys will see what I'm gonna get out of that. And then the second one is from some lady named Christine. I won a bid on eBay. I'm pretty sure I only paid, like 20 bucks, something like that, for what's in here. So I'm gonna cut that open now. We're gonna see what's from Jake first, and I'll try doing this on camera and not have your address showing. So I'm just gonna cut it down there. Sweet. Alright, so he sent me his Legends Nightcrawler. I'm real pumped to finally get him. I already had him, but his tail was all messed up. It was missing, and I couldn't find it and all this stuff. But yeah, he's pretty good. Looks like he's in good condition. His tail is attached. That's really what I care about. So the white looks good. No paint rubs or anything. It's a little bit down there. Oh, that's just a little dirty. He's a little bit dusty, man. I'm gonna guess you had him on the shelf for quite some time. So no biggie though. I don't care. This is for me and my personal collection. I'm not, trying to sell them or whatever. All right, so we're gonna get this package out of the way. And thanks a lot, dude. It's really great trading with you. I'm gonna put his Facebook link down in the bottom so you guys can check out what he's got for trade. I got this package today, and I actually just sent out his today, so you'll be getting that soon. It was in the video right before this, so we're cutting open the next one. Yeah, I didn't cut it open on camera, but whatever. Alright, so we got not only one thing, but two things. Nothing else in here. Okay, so which bag first? I guess we'll go with this one. I know what these are, but I don't know which one's which. Okay, cool. So I got Face Off Jigsaw with his knife. Sweet. No gun. Kind of sucks, because I would really like to have his gun, but I think she sold that in a lot with is that dirt? I don't know what that is. I think it might be just a wash. I think she sold the lot, or the guns, in a different lot, because she didn't really know what she had. I won him for I think it was like $4 or something like that, which wasn't bad. So, and then on a completely different thread or whatever, I don't know what you call it, but a different thing on eBay, but her account, of course, got Face Off Punisher, which is really cool. He's got a really small head. I never knew that. I never had either one of these figures, so that's the reason why I bid on them, and I didn't mind spending a little bit more. I mean, a little bit more than I guess I would usually spend at like the flea market or whatever. So, because I haven't ever come across them. But he's got his little knife, very cool, and he's got his little gun. I don't know if he came with anything else originally, but yeah, I think I got them for $20 altogether, and then with shipping. So I was really pumped. It was my first time ever bidding on something on eBay and actually winning. I mean, I've bid before, but first time actually like trying to win, and I mean, I got it. I was really excited to finally get two figures that I have never had. It was really cool to win them. You know, great paint, great articulation, and you can't go wrong with like any face-off packs really. And I don't have a Punisher, and I don't have a Jigsaw, so it's really cool. I'd like to get him in a suit too eventually, but you know, whatever. So really happy today. Thanks a lot, guys. I picked up the black suit Spidey. Got him for $3. Not a bad deal. I already have the silver one, so well, the silver and black, but this is the white and black version. Really pumped to have this. I noticed that a lot of the Spideys tend to have a weak abdomen here, which kind of sucks, but you know, no big deal. And sometimes their legs are kind of weak, but his is okay. One thing, I don't know if anybody knows how to do this, but the joint that's up like under the ball joint, where the hinge is like right there, how do you make that move? I'm not trying to break it. I see it moving a little bit, like that much, but that's all I can do without feeling like I'm gonna break it. So if that's all it does, that's fine with me. I was just curious.